Our planet, a vibrant sphere of life, is changing. The Earth's climate has always fluctuated, but now it's different. Human activities are driving these changes at an alarming rate. We are releasing harmful gases into the atmosphere, trapping heat and warming the planet. This is climate change, and it's the biggest challenge facing life on Earth. The consequences are already being felt around the world. Extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense. Sea levels are rising, threatening coastal communities. Glaciers are melting at an unprecedented rate, impacting water resources for millions. We must act now to protect our planet for future generations. Time is running out. We must understand the urgency of the situation and take collective action. The choices we make today will determine the fate of our planet and all its inhabitants. Let's work together to create a sustainable future, one where humans and nature can thrive in harmony. The year is 2024 and the signs are undeniable. Our planet is experiencing a fever and the symptoms are becoming increasingly severe. Global temperatures have risen by an average of 1.2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. This warming is not uniform. Some regions are experiencing more dramatic shifts than others. The Arctic, once a frozen expanse, is warming at twice the rate of the rest of the planet. This melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, posing a direct threat to coastal cities and low-lying islands. Extreme weather events have become the new norm. Heat waves are scorching continents, wildfires rage across vast landscapes, and hurricanes gain unprecedented intensity. These events are a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet's systems. The delicate balance that sustains life is being disrupted, with far-reaching consequences for all living things. The time for complacency is long gone. The urgency of our situation cannot be overstated. Across the globe, scientists are raising the alarm. Their message is clear. Climate change is real, it's accelerating, and it's driven by human activities.
Dr. Jane Goodall, renowned primatologist and conservationist, warns, "We are at a tipping point. If we don't act now, we risk irreversible damage to our planet."
Dr. Michael Mann, a leading climate scientist, emphasizes the urgency of the situation. The evidence is overwhelming. We are already seeing the devastating impacts of climate change, and they will only worsen if we fail to act decisively.
These warnings are not based on speculation, but on rigorous scientific research and decades of data collection and analysis. The scientific community is united in its call for action. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the leading international body for the assessment of climate change, has issued a stark warning. Human-induced climate change is already affecting many weather and climate extremes in every region across the globe. The impacts of climate change are not confined to abstract data points or scientific reports. They're unfolding before our very eyes, disrupting ecosystems and threatening the delicate balance of nature. Coral reefs, vibrant underwater cities teeming with life, are bleaching and dying as ocean temperatures rise. Forests, once lush and teeming with biodiversity, are succumbing to drought and wildfires, releasing vast amounts of carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. Wildlife populations are struggling to adapt to rapidly changing habitats, leading to declines in biodiversity and disruption to food chains. The Arctic, once a frozen wilderness, is experiencing dramatic transformations as ice melts at an unprecedented rate. Polar bears, iconic symbols of the Arctic, are facing an uncertain future as their hunting grounds disappear. Their plight is a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things and the far-reaching consequences of our actions. Section 5. The human toll. Economies and communities at risk. The impacts of climate change extend far beyond the natural world, posing significant threats to human societies and economies. Rising sea levels and extreme weather events jeopardize coastal communities, displacing populations and causing billions of dollars in damage. Changes in precipitation patterns and increased temperatures threaten agricultural productivity, putting global food security at risk. Water scarcity, already a pressing issue in many parts of the world, is likely to worsen, leading to conflicts and displacement. The World Bank estimates that climate change could push over 100 million people into poverty by 2030. The economic costs of inaction are staggering. The Stern Review, a landmark report on the economics of climate change, concluded that the benefits of strong, early action on climate change far outweigh the costs of inaction. Investing in climate action is not only an environmental imperative, but also an economic necessity. Section 6 on the precipice, a fork in the road. We stand at a critical juncture in human history. The choices we make today will determine the course of our planet's future. If we continue on our current trajectory, the consequences will be dire. Global temperatures will continue to rise, leading to more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms. Sea levels will rise, inundating coastal cities and displacing millions. Ecosystems will collapse, leading to widespread biodiversity loss and disruptions to vital ecosystem services. The very fabric of life on Earth is at stake. However, amidst the urgency and the challenges, there is hope. We have the knowledge, the tools, and the resources to avert the worst impacts of climate change and create a sustainable future for all. The path forward is clear. We must act decisively, collectively, and with unwavering commitment. Section 7. A call to action charting a sustainable future. The time for complacency is long gone. The time for action is now. Addressing climate change requires a multifaceted approach involving individuals, governments, businesses, and communities around the world, where we must transition away from fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and geothermal. Investing in energy efficiency and conservation measures can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. Protecting and restoring forests, peatlands, and other carbon-rich ecosystems is crucial for mitigating climate change.
Adapting to the impacts of climate change that are already being felt is essential, particularly for vulnerable communities. This includes building resilient infrastructure, developing drought-resistant crops, and implementing early warning systems for extreme weather events.
Section 8. Embracing renewable energy, powering a cleaner tomorrow. The transition to a clean energy future is well underway. Renewable energy technologies have advanced rapidly in recent years, becoming increasingly affordable and accessible. Solar panels are now a common sight on rooftops, harnessing the power of the sun to generate electricity. Wind turbines, towering giants gracefully spinning in the breeze, are transforming landscapes and powering homes and businesses. Geothermal energy, tapping into the Earth's internal heat, offers a reliable and sustainable source of power. Investing in renewable energy not only reduces our reliance on fossil fuels, but also creates jobs, stimulates economic growth, and improves public health by reducing air pollution. It's a win-win solution that benefits both the planet and its people. Section 9. Sustainable living. Small changes, big impact. While systemic change is essential, individual actions also play a crucial role in addressing climate change. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we can reduce our environmental footprint and inspire others to do the same. Reducing our reliance on cars by opting for public transportation, cycling or walking is a simple yet effective way to lower emissions. Choosing energy-efficient appliances, reducing water consumption, and adopting a more plant-based diet can significantly reduce our environmental impact. Supporting businesses committed to sustainability and advocating for policies that promote environmental responsibility are also important steps. Remember, every action counts. By making small changes in our daily lives, we can collectively make a big difference. It's about recognizing that we are all part of a global community, interconnected with each other and with the planet we call home. Section 10. Global cooperation united for a common cause. Addressing climate change requires a global effort. International cooperation is essential for sharing knowledge, coordinating policies, and providing financial and technological assistance to developing countries. The Paris Agreement, a landmark international accord adopted in 2015, aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, above pre-industrial levels, with efforts to limit the increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius. The agreement represents a historic commitment by nearly 200 countries to combat climate change together. However, more ambitious targets and accelerated action are needed to meet the urgency of the challenge. International cooperation is not just about governments, it's about fostering partnerships between businesses, scientists, non-governmental organizations, and citizens around the world. By working together, we can overcome the challenges and create a sustainable future for all. Section 11. A legacy for future generations. The Earth is not ours to plunder and exploit. It's a precious inheritance we must safeguard for future generations. Our children and grandchildren deserve to inherit a healthy planet, teeming with life and bursting with opportunities.
Let us rise to the challenge of our time, not with fear or despair, but with courage, innovation, and a shared commitment to creating a better future. The time for action is now.
Let's work together to write a new chapter in human history, one where we live in harmony with nature and leave a legacy of sustainability for generations to come. The future is in our hands. Let's choose wisely.